All right, let's delete students. So I'm gonna make another endpoint, router delete, and from students I want to get a student ID. I'll just an ID, okay, and I'll just make a callback as a second argument. I want to do a try and catch block just to catch errors if I'm, for example, typing the SQL wrong or something. So it's just do the result here. I will just extract it from the array, and I will await this query from the pool object, and that's going to be students delete from students where student ID equals and placeholder, and also I need to double check that the students the student being deleted really belongs to whoever's logged in. Okay, that's just for security purposes. And the ID is going to be the request body ID. Actually, not the body, but the params, which is right here, parameter ID, and the request user ID, because here I have a middleware that is telling the app if I'm using the authenticate user function, then everything below that use statement or use method from the application, which is Express, is going to take that middleware, and that request user will be here, and this will actually be validated if there's an authenticated user or not. Actually, just going to use that function here. So it's going to check if the browser, or in this case this what do you call this extension, Thunder Client, has a JWT token saved, and if it's saved, then it's going to decode this with a secret with the secret phrase that I have that I can't show. And at the same time, before doing anything, because it's in the middleware function, is going to try and catch a user, not catch, but it's going to try and retrieve a user from the database, and that user is going to be saved in the request object of all of the endpoints that go below authenticate user and whatever the function I'm using right now. All right, so that's what it's doing. So back to the endpoint. So I'm saying delete from students where student ID equals this parameter right here, and the user ID, which is whatever is used in the middleware request user ID. And I want to show that result. What is the result of that operation? And remember, if it's affected rows equals to 1, then it worked. So let's give it a try. I think that's short, man. Just writing SQL functions in Express is really fun, really concise and easy to do. Later on, I'll try out. I've worked with MongoDB before and Mongoose, and you have to write a schema and everything. And it's actually working with security first, and then trying out the different features. But with MySQL, it's just straightforward, and I like that. Which is, all you have to do is just set up my database information, and that's it. But yeah, it's got its cons and pros and cons, and like different ways to do things. So let's just give it a try. Just create the endpoint. Students, I'm gonna do another request. This new request is gonna be called delete student. Delete student, and this is going to be delete, and actually from students all I need is the ID of the student that I'm going to delete. So right, I don't want Diana 109. Let's just start deleting everything. I don't want 101. So far it's showing me 101. I want to delete 101. So let's just add this over here. the student ID, and let's just send unknown column student ID. There you go. This is double check. That's why it's so important to write these try and catch blocks, because if I don't have this, the app is gonna crash immediately, and I'm not gonna be able to see what error I had. But with try catch, I can see the error here from this argument, so it's awesome. It's great to do that. Okay, so student ID doesn't exist. Yeah, you're right. It's not called student ID, but ID. All right, now it's gonna work. There you go. So affected rows once, that means it was successful. And if I go and read all the students, this one is not going to be showing. And indeed, it's not showing. Okay, what happens if I log out? Oh, okay. Let's see. I have to fix this. Why isn't users log out here? Maybe I didn't create it. Okay, that's something I'm going to do next video.